Early in my years at Elkhart, in fact, first few weeks, a salesman from School Specialty Supply came by. Those guys were good salesmen, and it was a good company, and they called on you. They were going to sell to you if you gave them the opportunity. And I'd had such good experience as Superintendent Greeny at Hartner. Big help from one of their salesmen named Pete, that I was glad to meet this fellow, find out that his name was Bob Jordan. And I didn't, as far as I remember, didn't need anything right then. Don't really remember, but I liked him. And after school had started, I think those fellows made their route every 5 or 6 weeks. Mr. Jordan dropped by again. It was late in the day. And by the time I could clear whatever it was I was doing and get to visiting with him, the school day had ended, the students had left, the faculty was drifting out, and all of a sudden, everybody's gone. It's just him and me. And I'm aware it's getting close to supper time. And I say, hey, because, I knew at that time of day he's not going to do any other business in another school district. He's either going to stay overnight in Elkhart or drive to the next town he's going to visit. I said, why don't you come on to the house and eat supper with Donna and me and the kids? Oh, no, he said. I said, come on. She'll enjoy meeting you, and I'd like to visit with you a little more. Well, salesman doesn't know what that means. Order might be forthcoming, so I'm sure that partly out of friendship and partly out of business. He said, well, okay. So we went home. Never had done that to Donna before, never did it again. I don't remember that it upset her. She handled it like a pro. You'd have thought it was an ordinary thing. And I had told him that, whatever she's going to have is what we're going to have. And she was flustered and wanted to do a little more. And I said, nope, just share what we have. He really enjoyed the family setting. He visited with Donna and me like we'd known us forever. And he enjoyed the kids, and we all enjoyed him. Well, time goes by. He calls on you regularly during those 3 years at Elkhart, but suddenly you leave and you go to a college job, then you go to a principalship in Jefferson County. He's not calling on you to sell you anything, but every time I was at a convention, if he was there, we had a good visit. And he did me a favor that I wasn't smart enough to follow up on and to really understand when I was superintendent at Sheridan, Wyoming, and visiting with him at a convention. I was telling him, man, this is a loaded situation. There's lots of politics and so on going on. And he said, Dean, this isn't Elkhart, Kansas. This is big time. Looking back, I didn't get it then. Don't know if I'd have got it if I'd have been a little more sophisticated and down the line somewhere. But he was telling me that when you're in the 3rd largest city in a state, you're on a political level, you're on a pressure groups of different kinds level. Makes Elkhart, Kansas seem pretty country. And this old country boy probably never did get sophisticated enough to adequately handle all of the components of being the superintendent of schools in a city that felt like they were mighty big time because they were. Senator Hansen from there, well, that's another story. I'll get to that later. Bob, great salesman, good friend, appreciated him.